Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here. It is Tuesday, April 9th, 2024. So glad you could join me here at Forex Smart Trade. Our goal is to help you become a professional currency trader, and we do that by teaching you how to trade using our simple but highly accurate proprietary indicators. And we do that and we think the most efficient and effective way to do that is with personalized one-on-one training, where we act as your guide. And if you start to veer off course, we're here to correct you, get you back on track, and get you to the point that you're making terrific money. We are so confident that we can do that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our funds and split the profits. So with that, let's you need to start by listening to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We have kind of a three-prong approach to coaching. We've got a series of videos we have you watch. We have group trainings and live trade webinars like this one. And then the kind of the secret sauce is that personalized one-on-one training where we're working with you, going at your pace, figuring out what you know and what you don't know, and moving you to what you need to know. I do 3 live trades a week, Monday evening, last night, Tuesday and Thursday morning. Every evening around 4:15, I send out an overnight trade setup, which is it's a simple trade, highly accurate. And I have a little video there so you can see how I figured it out. On Wednesday evening, my associate Sean also does a live trade for my people. When you become a member, we do live trades every morning at 10 a.m., most evenings at 10 p.m., some afternoons at 6 p.m. And it's about the constant training. Every Wednesday evening, we've got an advanced training. Saturday mornings, back to the basics. You get better by just continuing to work on the fundamentals. Be reminded of them. All the greats do in any sport. That's what practice is all about. Professional athletes have been playing for years and years. If they continue to work on the fundamentals to get better, as a trader, you need to be reminded of what's what and what you're doing and why you're doing it. And that's one of the things we excel at. Now, I like to work off of a, where is it? I like to work off of a little checklist every day. Good to restart the green charts, keeps it fast, picks up any updates. A good habit at the end of every day is to review the trades of the day, and specifically the ones that didn't go the way you liked, and figure out why. Trying to get that why is a big, it's not if you fail, it's if you learn, and so when you have a bad trade, that's a learning opportunity. So it makes you better by trying to figure out why. Last night, one of our trades failed, so let's go and take a look at it. We took 3 trades, the 2 overnight trades on the pound yen and the euro USD. When I got up, when I got down to my computer around 5:30 this morning, both were profitable. Both were profitable in the money, but they hadn't closed yet. On the overnight trade, I expect that to close between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. So when it's not closed and I come down, I need to take some corrective action. And what I did this morning when I got up is I pulled up the stop loss to where we entered. So you see, we got in at on the pound at 192.165. I pulled up the stop loss to 192.168. So if it did pull back, it would close us out. The signal was still there. So first thing I do is I go and I check the signal. Signal was still there, but if there was going to be a pullback, I wanted to just get out at break even. I did the same with the euro USD. We got in at 1.08569. And I bumped it up 3 points to 1.08572. This guy, our trade off the 1 hour chart, he was about here out of the money. And he continued to keep going up to the stop loss. Now, when we took the trade, the 1 hour trade. Let me step back. On these 2 trades, these are predetermined take profits. We've tested them. We know that we're likely to get the 11 pips and the 22 pips. This trade, you got to figure out what you want, and we just missed being taken out here. We were like maybe a pip and a half off, and then it pulled back and started going up. By the time I looked at it, we were already out of the money. So our take profit was a little too strong. So let's actually take a look. When we took the trade, this was going down. This was overbought. This was overbought too, which are the 2 conditions. But if we look, I didn't mark the exit here, but let's make this so we can see it a little bit better. Our take profit was just below this. We're trading into an uptrend, or we were trading into an uptrend. Trading into an uptrend, and I guess depending on where you start, uptrend, we want to take less pips than we normally would. So we had 22 pips down and 7.5 pips up, and we ended up taking we took 10 pips. There's 9 pips till we hit like this candle here. we should have probably went for like 9 pips and we would have hit this. Had I been awake, once we were in the money on this and we're more than 4 hours into it, I would have pulled my stop loss up so that if it did pull back up like this, it would have taken us out. But on the 1 hour trade, I'm not watching it. So that's kind of the one flaw on the Monday evening trade is after I take that trade, I'm not watching the market anymore. This morning I'll be watching the market. So any trade we take this morning, but here I should have just been a little bit more conservative on the number of pips I wanted because we were trading against the trend. So the signal kind of did what I was expecting it to do, but it just didn't quite go far enough before it reversed. All right, so with that, let's see what we've got for this morning. Again, part of my ritual, we are technical traders, so we're trading based on the price action, but news does impact currency prices. So I want to know what that news is. The place I'm going to find that news is by going to forexfactory.com. Forex Factory does a terrific job of itemizing different news that impacts currency prices. And they break it down into 3 categories. Yellow is kind of low impact. Orange is medium impact. And red is high impact. And these red guys are the guys I want to trade around. And today, we don't have anything. Any trade we take now should be closed by, well before lunchtime. So these news on the New Zealand dollar, we don't need to worry about right now. So we've got kind of clear sailing. I'm going to just jump right into the analysis, and I'll explain this as we're going along since we spent a few minutes taking a look at last night's trade. Chart I'm going to trade off of is something called the 6 light major. It is a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. They're all US based on this first chart. And the goal of this trade is basically to get all 3 sections of the chart, the majors and minors, the TNTs and the pressure, all to agree. And if I can get all 3 sections to agree, that's a high probability trade. So I start with the middle section of the chart, which, as I said, is the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal blue line is an overbought line. So I'm looking for situations where these lines are either above the blue line, the overbought line, and pointing down, or below the red line, which is the oversold line, and pointing up. So you see here, we touched the red line, everybody pointed up, and then we ran through the channel. So that is what I am looking for. And on a 1 hour chart, this trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. Here, over 2 hours, we would have gotten 21 pips. So that's what I'm looking for. I want to catch it down here, ride it up, catch it up here, ride it down. So right now we are overbought. Minors are coming down, majors are sideways. I want everybody coming down. Same here on the Euro USD. Overbought, minors are going up, or majors are going up, minors are sideways, but this is what I'm trying to catch. And this would have been a good run and got us, my sweet spot tends to be about 11 pips. If I can do that 3 times a day, we're making good money. Pound USD, which is what we just got burned on, overbought, everybody going up. And these guys are sideways. Dollar Canadian dollar oversold. Minors going up, majors going up, and I have something like I like to call the double cross, where the gray lines crossed over the black and the green lines crossed over the red. Those are my 3 points. I also want the green line here to be 45 degrees or better. It is. I'm giving it a plus also because the green line is entering the channel. I want it, the closer it is to the channel, the better I like it. That's an indication that it's about to go through the channel. So 3 points here. I jump up to the TNTs and I count how many lines are supporting the buy signal here. Thin orange is going up, thick orange is going up. Dotted blue is coming down. Now the blue lines are backwards. So when blue comes down, that means buy. So dotted blue coming down means buy. So I got 3 of the 4 lines here telling me buy. I want a minimum of 3 of the 4. And the goal is the more each of these sections is measuring something different. And if I can get all 3 to agree, that's a high probability trade. And that's what I want to take is high probability trades. We've got down pressure. The lines are going down, so they don't agree. And the red line is on top. I want either the pressure to be going up or the green line to be on top or both. So here the pressure isn't quite with us, so I'm going to pass. The lines are converging. The red and green line are getting closer. So this is going to cross at some point, but it's not quite ready yet. So I want to be patient to see my setup. I know these setups work. If I see them, it's a good trade. Dollar Swiss franc oversold, major still going down, minors have started to turn, so nothing there. Dollar yen just reaching oversold, majors are still going down, minors have started to turn, nothing there. So I've cloned this chart. I've got another 6 pairs. These are non-USD pairs. So let's see what we're seeing here. Euro pound oversold. Everybody's kind of sideways here, so we're going to pass. So here's a case where we're oversold, and it turned down, and we get a big down candle. Can I get 11 pips off of if I take a sell and it's oversold? Well, here you could have gotten 9 pips. Yes, you can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. It's not included in the risk I want to take. Australian dollar, yen, overbought. My majors are kind of still sideways. We don't have the double cross here, so I'm going to pass. Plus, based on the time of day, it's evening time now in both Australia and yen. We're trading off of a 1-hour chart. I want one of these markets to be active. Euro Canadian dollar overbought going up. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. Lines are clustered together. That's a plus. Again, the problem here is the time of day. This is a good signal. This is a good signal. 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue going up. So 3 of the 4 here. I've got sideways pressure. What makes it sideways? Green lines going down, red lines going up with the green line on top. I want the red line on top. But in terms of a nice setup, this is a nice setup here. If I saw this on a chart where it was daytime, I might even consider breaking this rule that we don't have actual down pressure. We've got the green line going down, but we don't have the red line on top, but we don't have both lines going down. But this is a good setup. Pound yen overbought, starting to turn. Everybody's sideways up here. Euro Australian dollar oversold. Everybody's still sideways here, so nothing there. Canadian dollar yen overbought. Everybody's going down. Double cross. Red's on top. We got the double cross. Good steepness on the green line. It's less than halfway into the channel, so this is nice. 2 orange lines going down. both blue lines going up, all telling me sell. So we've got all four here. And we have up pressure, but red lines on top. So that's the difference here. Red lines on top. So I've got a point here, 3 points here, 4 points here. That's a 7 points. When I have that, my next step is to confirm it. I am very into making sure we're going to get the direction right. We get the direction right. Now I want to look at a full chart that has multiple time frames. So let's go over here. I'm going to change this to Canadian dollar, JPY. And it is showing me, I want to see I really would like the majors to be overbought on the 2 hour and the 4 hour. We touched overbought. It's coming down. I guess that's acceptable. And we've been overbought for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 4 is 20. We've been overbought for a long time here. I prefer situations where we're overbought. It comes up and comes down. But overbought. The reason I want both of these overbought is if this signal weakens up, we'll catch the trade off of this signal or this signal. It'll just take longer to happen. So I won't lose money. It'll just take longer to happen. So I'm okay with a trade that takes longer to execute, like on the one we had last night. In fact, the one we had last night, it's starting to come back. We just hit that stop loss, and it took us out. So we're starting the day a little bit in the hole. So we need to make $100 here to get us back to break even. So I like this. So then the question is, what's this trade worth? And to figure out what the trade is worth, I am going to open up a clean calendar, and I want to see where the support and resistance is and what the trend is. So here we're trading into an uptrend. So we're taking a sell trade into an uptrend. You can even go back here and still say it's a sell trade. To put support and resistance in, actually, it's even a bigger sell trade, a bigger uptrend. Here it's going up steeply, still going up. When I'm taking a buy against the trend, I want to take less pips because I don't want to get stuck as it continues to move. So to put support and resistance on here, I am going to drop a couple lines where the candles seem to naturally stop. And that's going to become the place I trade, the band within which I trade within. So it looks like we've got some stopping in here, maybe in here, a little bit in here, over here, over here. On a 1 hour chart, these spots tend to be about 30 pips apart, 30, 40 pips apart. And I'm trying to decide whether this is a good spot, stopping in here, or move it up a little bit. This is a little bit, I think I like it. Up here. So we stopped in here, stopped in here, stopped over here, over here, over here, over here. So let's open this up a little bit so we can see it a little cleaner. So 111.57 to 111.93. So that's about 33 pips. So that's about right. And then I want to know how much room we have from where we're at to that line, because I'm going to trade within this channel. And the reason I want to trade within this channel, so we've got almost 30 pips, 29 pips up. And 6 pips back. See how it bounces on these lines? I don't want to wait for the bounces for it to break through. I want to just, since my goal is to get in and out, I don't want to be tied up. I'd rather take less and be out of the trade before things change. So here we got 15, 16 pips from where we're at to here. So let's go back and take a look at the signal. Oops, we didn't save it. Yeah, we're going to take a 15 pip sell. 15 pip sell on the Canadian dollar, on the Canadian yen. I want to, so I am going to, I don't have that chart open. So first I'm going to go, you can take that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader 4, go to File, New Chart. Canadian dollar, yen is going to probably be down in this third group. Canadian dollar, yen. Let's see, Canadian dollar, yen is right here. So it's going to open up the chart. I'm going to move it from a 4-hour chart to a 1-hour chart because I like to be looking at the same thing. We get about a half a pip spread, which is okay. So then I'm going to go to File, New Order. Oops, where is it? Oops, I'm going to go to New Order. Pops up the window. My lot size is a function of what I've got in my account. I've got, this is a demo account. It's got 11,600 in it. I'm going to move the decimal place over 4 spots so I can go 1.17, rounding this up, anywhere from half of that to double that. Since this is going to be the only trade we're taking this morning, I'm going to go for double it. I'm going to go make this 2.34. 2.34. And I'm going to do market sell. So it records it here. I'm going to, and it keeps my margin percent just a little bit below 1,000. If I went for the 1.17, I'd be well over 1,000%. I could have another trade, but since I'm not anticipating making another trade, I'm just going to go for the full amount on this. I right click, I go to modify. And actually, what did I say? Let's go back and take a quick look. Let's make it a little bit bigger. That's 13 pips. That's 9 pips. I think we're going to take 10 pips. It's going to take 10 pips. 10 pips, this will get us to kind of profitability. Again, we're trading against the trend, so I want to be a little bit more conservative. I think we could go to either here or here and be safe. There's a lot of bouncing in here. But since this is the most recent, I'm going to give this a little bit more weight. So we're going to go to about 10 pips, and I want to be within this wick. So let's go back. I'm going to go right click, modify. going to change this to 10 pips. 10 pips, I add an extra 0 to convert pips to points. I click the little blue button. It does the math for me. We're going to use a 3-to-1. Usually on the yen, I like to use a little bit more because it's got a little bit more variability in it. But let's see where this places us. Click the red button. It does the math for me. Modify. And I kind of like that we're right in here. We're right in with this candle. So we did a sell on the Canadian dollar yen with a take profit of 111.800, 111.800, stop loss of 112.199, 112.199 for 10 pips. For 10 pips. I expect this trade to close by 10 a.m. By 10 a.m. this morning or sooner. Again, gang, thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you. We love to teach this stuff. This stuff works. We're very, very confident in it. And but you don't need to take our word for it. We'll let you test it, try it, get comfortable with it. We'll give you some one-on-one lessons. If you want to sign up for our trial, trading trial, so that you can play around with it and see how good it's been. I've been trading for a little over 4 years, and this is one of the best things I've ever done. So if you want to learn something new and get good at it, find somebody who's good at it, get them to teach you. That's exactly what we do. Take a look for my overnight trade tonight and have a terrific day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.